are live. Hello and welcome back to New Paltz Sports Network, your home for all athletics news, information, and updates for your New Paltz Hawks. I'm your host, Lola Konopa, a sophomore middle on the women's volleyball team. And every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on WFNP 88.7 FM and live on YouTube at New Paltz Hawks, we will take a closer look at the experiences of NCAA athletes from different sports here at SUNY New Paltz. I'll be bringing on student athletes here to have conversations, to get to know them, and give them the platform to share their experiences while playing here. I'm very excited to be here, so let's dive right in. Welcome to episode 14. This is my final episode of the semester, so very bittersweet, but it's going to be a good one. So first up, it is time to serve you some knowledge. Here is your sports fun fact of the day. On May 5th, 1978, MLB Cincinnati Reds Pete Rose becomes 14th player to get 3,000 hits. Now, here are some updates on the upcoming games this week. Not so many left. We only got baseball and softball going. And on May 8th, that will be the first day they each will be playing in the SUNYAC Tournament. More information will be released later in the week, so stay tuned to our socials to find out. Now, here are some recaps of the matches last week. On April 28th, baseball played a doubleheader against Fredonia. In Game 1, New Paltz won 9-3. Anthony Paraklowski went 4 for 5 with 3 runs and 3 RBIs. Michael Weed dominated on the mound, allowing 2 hits and 0 earned runs, and striking out 7 over 6 innings. Johnny McHugh earned the save. Offensive support was from Wallace Kirkpatrick, 3 for 5, Dylan Restano, 2 for 4, and Joe Richetti, 2 for 4 to help seal the win. In Game 2, Fredonia won 7-4. Fredonia outhit the Hawks 11-6 and held on to the lead after a 3-run third inning. Anthony Paraklowski stayed hot, going 2 for 3 with a triple, 3 RBI, and 2 walks. Michael Ascanio and McHugh contributed offensively. On April 29th, softball played a doubleheader against Cortland. In Game 1, Cortland won 6-0, but in Game 2, New Paltz came back and won 2-1. Freshman Leah Gunset starred in the circle, allowing 0 earned runs and just 4 hits in 7 innings. Offense came alive early with RBI hits from Mallory Rowan and Kelsey O'Brien in the first and second innings. The Hawks defense held strong despite 2 controversial calls, preserving the 2-1 win. Baseball also played Cortland as well, and Cortland won 9, New Paltz 4. On April 30th, baseball beat Bard 12-2, improving to 24-13 overall, with a 15-hit offensive outburst, including a home run by Ryan Muskoff and 3 RBIs from Dylan Restano. Austin Barrett threw 4 shutout innings, and Scott Sheppy reached 100 career strikeouts. In relief, Dylan Hayes and Dalton Rutt closed out the final innings. Tommy Crater went 3 for 6 with 2 runs, and Anthony Paraklowski had 2 hits, 2 runs, and 2 stolen bases to help lead the Hawks to the dominant road win. Women's lacrosse fell to Cortland in the SUNYAC semifinals, and they finished their season with an overall record of 13-5 and a conference record of 7-2. On May 2nd, the baseball team swept Oneonta in a doubleheader, winning Game 1 9-4 and Game 2 5-4 in 10 innings, capped by Tommy Crater's walk-off RBI and 4-hit second game. Crater went 6 for 10 with 3 runs and 3 RBIs on the day, moving within 3 hits of the all-time program record. Michael Ascanio extended his hit streak to 27 games. With the win, SUNY New Paltz improved to 26-13 and 13-4 in SUNYAC play, setting a new program best conference mark and positioning to clinch the number 2 seed in the playoffs with 1 game remaining. The softball team played a doubleheader against Fredonia and won Game 1 6-3 behind a complete game from Sydney Walden and strong offensive showings by Kelsey O'Brien, 2 runs and an HR, and Mallory Rowan, an HR and 2 RBIs. SUNY New Paltz was shut out in Game 2, falling 8-0 in 5 innings, managing just 2 hits while Fredonia exploded for 6 runs in the 3rd inning. The Hawks moved to 21-15 overall and 14-2 in SUNYAC play. And on May 3rd, baseball played Oneonta and won 11-4. And now it is finally time to introduce our guest on today's episode. A senior, a captain, and a defensive anchor. Number 14 has dominated the field with grit, leadership, and relentless defense. This standout defender earned SUNYAC Defensive Player of the Week, was voted Athlete of the Week, and capped off her 2024 season with an All-SUNYAC second team honor. A true force on the field and a leader of it. There's no doubt she left her mark. Today, we are giving a warm welcome to Francesca Corozzo.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you on. And now, before we get into the hard-hitting questions I have prepared for Francesca today, we are going to take a quick PSA break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Ugh, what are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. It's been a long time since we've had an adventure in the forest.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You're right. I should get out.
Yeah, the forest is not that far away.
Hey, Mom!
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
At Inform Your Community, we combine topics that people want more information about with fun events like crafting, movies, and games, which cover information on a range of topics that impact what happens in the United States. Now we're taking our nonpartisan virtual events and launching in-person chapters around the country. Get informed and have fun while you're at it. Let's grow together. Sponsored by Inform Your Community, a nonpartisan nonprofit. Come visit us at informyourcommunity.org.
All right, and we are back. So are you ready for these questions?
Yeah, I guess so.
So you've been named SUNYAC Defensive Player of the Week, Athlete of the Week, and you made the All-SUNYAC second team. What does individual recognition mean to you as a defender, knowing your job often goes unnoticed?
Honestly, I have a complicated view of this because one part of me, I don't love attention in that sense. I like to just play the game or whatever. But I'm very appreciative of the stats because I have seen, my past teammates and, defensive players get, not as much recognition as they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
But, they always kept their head down and keep playing, so, I will too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that I like it for myself, but when, I hear random people congratulating me for it, I'm like, okay, thanks. Yeah, it's that's something. Yeah, I like to keep my celebrations to myself.
As a senior and captain, how have you handled the pressure of leading the team, especially in high-stake moments?
I think not taking it too seriously is, my big thing. Don't stress a mistake too much. Don't stress, you know what I mean, losing too much or, being down in a game. I think that, that's where I'm a good, captain to come in for, where, Shaw's keeps people straight. I'm more let it go, play hard, and I feel we get success that way.
Yeah, that's a good balance to have between captains. You've played your last regular season game, and when you look back at your time as a Hawk, what moment are you most proud of?
Rather than a moment, more people, I'm proud of everyone on my team. I have alumni still reach out to me, tell me, wow, you're doing so great, we're so proud of the team, whatever. I have now seen 3 years of girls under me just get better every day as a person and as a player, and that's what I'm definitely most proud of, to see everyone grow.
Yeah, that's so nice. That's that's what a team sport is all about, playing together. What has been your biggest challenge this season, either physically or mentally, and how did you overcome it?
Biggest challenge this season, I guess, would say this is the biggest team roster I've played on in a while for lacrosse, maybe even ever. And just, like, keeping everyone engaged. Like, I just, like, want to make sure that, like, everyone's there in it, you know what I mean, competitive. So, like, how do we keep that? And that's something that I had to navigate.
Yeah. So how do you exactly keep that?
I feel like outside bonding, making sure practice is serious but also fun, and like everyone makes sure that their roles are needed and known, even if like it's not like shown too much.
Yeah. And especially like how you know you have a good bond is when you can like goof around.
Yeah.
But if someone's like slacking off, to be able to like call them in.
Exactly.
Yeah. How do you motivate yourself to stay locked in game after game, even when it doesn't always show up in the stats?
Probably just the love of the game. I love sports. I'm a very competitive person. So, like, no matter what I'm doing, like, if I'm out there and I'm allowed to, like, play hard and have fun, like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It's more about fun than anything else for me.
Were you always a defender? Is that?
Yeah. I switched, like, in high school. I picked up lacrosse kind of in high school.
Really?
Yeah, so it was just like a fun little thing for me to do. And then after a while of me just like running down the field and scoring goals for fun, like real coaches were like, you're not, that's not for you.
Nope.
So I kept to defense and I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Nice. If you could talk to your freshman year self, what would you say?
Continue to work hard. Focus on everything in school and sports. Like being a student athlete, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people, it goes unnoticed to a lot because like you're playing, but you still like have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But it's a big commitment, like lifts and team, just like bonding things too, and practice every day. Like it's a lot. So just like stay in it, but have fun doing it because it's almost gone now.
It is a lot. Oh my gosh. We decided to do 4 days of lift this season. So that just like added on top of it too. And like there's always that mid-season burnout.
Yes, definitely.
That's always hard. What did the captain title teach you about yourself, both as a player and as a person?
It taught me a lot because I feel like my team is so close-knit and we all have leaders on the team. Like all of us are leaders, like in our lives on the team, like whatever. So to have so many strong opinions and voices, like I personally love it. I think it's a good thing. Like everyone can get better from everyone's opinions. But it definitely also taught me that like being a captain this year, like I have to be more mindful of everybody's like how they take things, how they handle things. You know what I mean? Like that was something I had to get used to because I don't think too deeply about stuff like that, but other people do. Like tone, delivery, all of it. So
Yeah. So how many freshmen did you guys have this year?
Like maybe 9. I could count them all off, but I don't know. That's just like off the top of my head. I don't know if that's true.
So, like, you had to also learn like completely new people too. That's a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you want your teammates, especially the younger ones, to remember you by?
I don't know. Like I would say like as just like helpful.
Yeah.
I don't really. Maybe like just like my energy on the field. I think that like I'm very like crazy, half a lunatic half the time, but it's like fine.
No.
So that's probably what they'll remember me by, but hopefully just like
crazy.
helpful. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is all for the hard-hitting questions, and we're gonna take another quick PSA break before we put Francesca in the Hawks hot seat. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
There's a monster under my bed.
For a child with asthma, monsters are everywhere.
There's a monster in my bathtub.
Something as innocent as a teddy bear or a bath toy could trigger their next asthma attack. Here are ways to help. Freezing stuffed animals to kill dust mites, drying bath toys to prevent mold. Learn how to end your child's asthma attacks at noattacks.org or call 866-NO-ATTACKS because their next breath is in your hands. Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Helping your inner circle prepare for emergencies can start in many ways. Put together an emergency kit with Wipewool. Create a family communication plan with your tita. Remind Bai to keep a backup battery charged. It all starts with a simple step, telling those you care about to be ready for the worst. So start a conversation and plan for emergencies together. Get more tips at ready.gov/start. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, and we are back. Now, before we get into the Hawks hot seat, Francesca just told me she has a question for me. So, how the tables have turned.
I was just wondering, we were talking about like differences that we made, and the volleyball team now does 4 lifts a week, and I was asking if like you could notice the difference like in the strength level and how it's affected your play.
So we use Volt. Do you guys use that too? Yeah. So we do 3 strength days and then 1 plyo day.
Nice.
And I will say, like, it has helped a lot. And I think it also has, like, helped our bond because my coach is very big on, like, no one lifts alone. Like, if you can't go at this time, you need to find somebody else to go with you.
Yeah, that's good.
So having, like, that accountability as well. Like, my class schedule is, like, kind of crazy on Mondays and Thursdays. So I have to lift, like, later in the day with only 2 people.
Oh, wow.
And it's so much fun. I gotten so close with them. They're both freshmen.
Oh, that's
so
great.
It was just, like, really cool. And, yeah, I'm definitely lifting a lot heavier. You know, before I came here, couldn't even bench press a bar.
It's good.
So, yeah, honestly, I definitely recommend. That was a big change that my coach decided to make, and it was very helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I could, like, definitely notice, like, lifting, too, like, with speed for, like, certain teams, too. Like, it's a big game changer.
You guys do the incline runs, right?
Yeah.
The Orange Theory.
Yeah.
I'll hear you guys in the gym on, like, our morning practices.
Yeah, it would be rough sometimes. Last season, I would say, was the worst with it because we, like, every single preseason, like, day, we did a different run. And, like, one was the Orange Theory Mount Everest. Like, it was bad. I almost passed out. I was, like, on the bike.
I
like,
could never.
like,
Oh, my God.
we were, like, at 15 incline, and, like, you had to keep your speed, like, above, like, 6. It was
Oh, wow.
crazy.
That is crazy. So,
okay.
is that, like, considered one of your lifting days?
No. Well, those were, like, we would combine lifts and runs. So,
Okay.
like, half of the time we had together would be, like, a run, either like that, like incline, sprint, something like that, or, like, and then you would go into the lift or start with the lift and do whatever.
Okay.
So it was, like, both.
That's, like, a set practice time, too, the running? All of you have to do together? Or?
Yes. It would be,
Okay.
like, a team thing, and then we'd have practice, like, separately, too. So, like, that was just our lift.
So at least, like, the person next to you is dying,
Yes.
too. Like, you're not by yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely having people with you. It's also fun.
Yeah,
Makes it fun.
totally. And pushes you, like, way
Yeah,
more.
for sure. Well, now it's time to put her in the Hawks hot seat. So, who is the loudest on the team?
That's a great question. I would say maybe there's so many of it. There's, like, we have loud voices.
I feel like you're probably
I'm loud.
very loud.
Allie's loud. Everyone's loud. Some people are just screaming half the time.
You gotta be.
But
You
it's
gotta
fun.
be. Gets everyone hyped. Who has the best pregame playlist?
I'm going to go Caitlin Shaw just because we have a shared love for electronic dance music. So, like, men's lacrosse will pass by our practices and be like, why do you guys listen to that type of music? How do you lock in this, that? And we're like, what do you mean? Like,
Wait, like what song?
Like it'll be like, doot, 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 like crazy, like EDM, Dom Dalla, like all of them.
Like some Dom Dalla?
Yeah, good stuff.
What's your go-to hype song before a game?
Probably like a Lil Wayne song.
Classic.
Yeah.
Kind of a classic.
Maybe like Biggie Smalls, like
Nice.
those types of vibes.
Yeah. Who's the most competitive teammate?
Lexi Atwater.
I can see
It's
that.
a good thing.
Yeah. Funniest person on the team?
That's another one. We have characters for sure.
You guys do.
It depends, because like it's not only about like they're funny and they like tell funny jokes, or they're just like funny as they're just standing there and you could laugh because that's just who they are. But I don't know.
Yeah, like who cracks you up the most at practice?
I'm either gonna say like Kira Tucker or like Kiata. She makes me laugh. I don't know why.
Who takes the longest to get ready?
Caitlin Shaw.
Really?
Yeah, like sometimes we have to load the bus at like 11:30 and she's like, all right, I'll pick you up at 10:30. I'm like, oh, do we need that? Maybe not.
Do we need that much time?
But yeah, I'm gonna go Caitlin Shaw for that one.
Who's the team mom? Who looks out for everyone?
Morgan Woolley. It would be both of our grad students. Like, they're definitely our moms. Like, half the team calls them grandmas and whatever, or like mama, auntie. But Morgan Woolley's like the more actual mom.
Yeah. How's it like having a grad student on the team? Because I haven't had that yet.
I think it's fun. Like, everyone, like, we joke at them the most, you know what I mean?
Oldest.
But it is fun, like, because they do, like, lock us all in. I'm definitely, like, not serious enough as a senior, I feel like.
That's okay.
So, like, they're great to have on the team.
Yeah.
Like, me and Kira are just, like, more, like, jokesters and, like, yeah, we'll play, have fun. They really keep us all in check.
There's got to be a balance, though.
Yeah,
There's got to be those people who can, like, keep it lighthearted.
And bring a high level.
Yeah. Who is the best dancer on the team?
Mia Baldinger.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Lexi said that last
Yeah.
time I asked her.
Mia or, like, Allie. Allie will pull out some random moves.
Who is the worst dancer on the team?
I'm probably going to go, like, me or Caitlin Shaw.
If you can pick one teammate to be stranded on a desert island with, who would it be?
I feel like maybe Izzy, the freshman goalie, because, like, she fishes and stuff. Like, she can maybe catch us some fish. Shaw for vibes. You know what I mean? She could bring her playlist.
Who is most likely to become a coach one day?
I feel like it could be anyone randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Even from past teammates I've had, like, some of the girls that I would never consider or thought to be coaches are now, like, coaching. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be
It
really
could
anyone.
really be anyone. Yeah.
I'm going Kira Tucker.
What is your go-to post-game snack or meal?
Anything but a lot of it. I eat a lot after games. Like, so, like, it doesn't really matter to me.
I can't eat, like, I have to eat, like, very little before a game.
Yeah.
And then I, like, feast
Exactly.
after.
I could
Like,
really eat
that's the way to
anything.
do it, yeah. Who is most likely to get a red card or a yellow card?
I don't know why. I don't want to call anyone out because, like, I don't think you would. But, like, maybe Morgan Woolley or, like, Sam Wilmot. Like, we're on defense. We get aggressive. That's all it is.
What would your walkout song be if you could have one like baseball does?
Yeah, probably, like, Lil Wayne again.
Lil Wayne.
Or
Any
Rihanna.
specific one?
No, I don't know. I would really have to put a lot of thought into it because I like so many songs. Like, it would be tough for me.
No, it was so hard to pick an intro song for me. I was like,
Yeah.
what do I do?
I live with softball girls, and, like, every year when they go through that, I'm like, wow, like, I can never imagine.
No,
like, I could never imagine.
Actually, I think mine would be The Chain, Fleetwood Mac.
That's a go on.
Yeah, I feel like that would make me feel tough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, that's what I would have to consider, too. Like, I want to seem, like, tough.
Yeah. Favorite memory from this season?
I don't know. Maybe,
So many.
yeah. Okay, there's two. Either Kiata getting throat punched in the middle of one of our games. That was pretty hilarious. It was, like, hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing. Like, I had to be taken off the field, like, because I was actually,
No
like,
way.
laughing for probably 5 minutes straight. Like, I couldn't stop.
What game was that?
I think it was Plattsburgh. It was really funny. Or just, like, being in the airport with all the girls who went on spring break. And
Yeah.
that was just, like, also hilarious. Like, half of us got stopped at security. It was good.
How
funny.
was spring break?
It was a lot of fun.
Trip?
It was a lot of fun, yeah. Going on it with everybody. Like, you see a part that you don't usually see, you know what I mean? You're together all the time and, like, whatever, but it was a lot
You really
of fun.
get to know them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun. Coach, please bring me on a trip.
Yeah, definitely go on trip. Team bonding.
Favorite drill at practice?
Probably, like, 4v3 continuous.
Mm.
That's, like, my favorite because, like, everyone gets to play every position. I
Yeah.
get to just, like, run around. It's like box lacrosse, which is, like, I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but it's a lot of fun.
I don't know what that is. But I played lacrosse for, like, years, and then I quit. I quit 10th grade.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
hear ya.
What is your least favorite drill?
Sorry, Coach. Maybe meatloaf or
Meatloaf?
yeah, it's called meatloaf. It's like a passing drill, or like
Did your coach come up with that name, or is that
yeah,
like,
I don't
thing?
remember.
Like,
I think we was like called like 3 different names, so we just like all started changing the names, and I think that's just what we settled
Meatloaf
on.
is what
Yeah,
stuck.
I'm just saying that was the first thing that came to my head. There's probably like drills that I dread, but that's just meatloaf.
All right. Who is your favorite SUNYAC team to beat?
That's a good question. I would say, as of right now, like just Buff State, because the past 2 years we have had like really bad weather with them. So like beating them in those fun types of games.
Yeah.
Like we had snow, like probably an inch or two on the ground this year for this past year, which was fun. And that was my senior day. And
that's a memorable senior day.
Yeah,
for sure.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, were you excited for your senior day?" And I was like, "Well, I wish it was a more fun game because like I knew we were gonna beat them."
Yeah.
Even though they never think that. And then it snowed, so I was like, "Well, now it's fun." So.
If you could switch sports at New Paltz, which one would you play?
Probably like soccer or volleyball, but like most likely soccer. It's what I miss the most.
You give off soccer player.
Yeah,
vibes.
I played like my whole life.
Yeah. I feel like most people have.
Mm-hmm.
Very common. What is one word to describe your game day mindset?
I guess like ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't let like a lot affect me, like in that type of sense. So just like always ready.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And I lost my spot. Do you have a hidden talent no one knows about?
I could do the jerk really well. The reject dance, like really well.
Do you want to show the people?
Like not really, but if you really need me to.
Maybe in the outro. Any pregame rituals?
Not really. I try not to have them just in case like it doesn't work out. I can't let that like affect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I like get a certain drink and then the place is all out of the drink, now I'm gonna be like, oh no, what do I do?
Oh,
you know?
No. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I try not to.
One teammate you'd pick to take a game-winning shot.
Lexi Atwater.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got the stats to back that up.
Yep.
What's your favorite place to eat at in New Paltz?
That's a good question. Maybe Los Jalapenos, just because it has been my whole life, like my whole time here.
Yeah.
Like that's always been my spot. So
yeah,
maybe Los Jalapenos.
Mine's B-side.
Oh, that's a
B-side
good one.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
If your team had a reality show, who would be the star?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like probably like our sophomore suite, like they always got stuff going on. Like that would probably be like the main focus of the show.
Yeah. What's one song that instantly gets the locker room hyped up?
There's a lot. We got Fight Night by Migos that gets people going. There's a bunch. Sticky, sadly. Some of us don't like it, but a lot of us do. And like Sexy Red. Yeah. Oh, Did It On Him's a good one too. In Colorado, we realized that. Nicki Minaj.
And who would survive the zombie apocalypse on your team?
That's a great question. I don't know. Maybe Morgan Atwater, randomly.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like she could take it.
Survival instincts. All right, well, that's it for the Hawks Hot Seat. And that's a wrap of Season 2 of New Paltz Sports Network. Hosting this show has been one of the highlights of my sophomore year, and I've had the chance to interview some amazing athletes, cover some unforgettable moments, and be a part of a community that truly loves and supports its teams. So to everyone who's tuned in, shared an episode, or just cheered us on, thank you so much. And I've learned so much from this experience, and it's just been so wonderful. So I'm very appreciative of all of it. I'd like to give a shout out to our producer, Finn.
Hello.
Finn got to work with Michael Ascanio on the first season as well, and she's graduating this year. So we wish you the best of luck, and you'll be missed very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I also want to give a special shout out to the athletic communications department here and Val for giving me this opportunity and trusting me to keep this show going. And follow at New Paltz Hawks on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X to keep up to date with all information to support the athletes here. So thank you for tuning in. And now, to conclude this episode, we're going to play a little game of Guess That Song.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to play a 5-second clip, and let's see if you can name it.
Okay. Oh. Here we go again. What's it called? Oh, my God. I can't think of it. Linger? Dreams?
No. Yes.
Fleetwood Mac?
Yep,
nice.
Good job. The answer is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. And for the last time on air this year, I'm Lola Konopa. Go Hawks, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next semester.